which is nice to see. I'm actually looking for wax moths too. Looks like some of these were cocooned. Like there's a spider in here. Look at this. I don't know if this is a bee or a wasp. Let me see what I can see.
Ugh.
That looks cocooned. We'll kill that one while we're at it. That looked like a bee. That one that was cocooned. Let me see what's underneath here. Well, I don't see anything growing in there, so that's good news. I'm always on the hunt looking for wax moths. I don't see no cocoons or anything. So I think we're good there. Alright. We'll just go ahead and put this top back on. What I did was I trapped the yellow jackets in there, and then, man, this fucking thing is heavy. Ugh. And they had nothing to eat, so they die in there. So now what I'm going to do, if you want to come around, I want to check the trays, because since it rained, see there's some water that got in there, so I do need to clean them out and put more diatomaceous earth in there, but as I'm looking, I want to see if there's anything in there. And it doesn't look like it, so you know, this is a good time to clean it out. And I don't know why you're way over there. Don't worry, this diatomaceous earth is good for the soil. I may have to take this into the house and clean this whole thing out. And that's what I'm going to do to all of them, is I'm going to take them out. This one actually looks fine. So I'm going to leave this one in there. And then I'll go for the other three. This one actually looks good. I see some pollen in there. It's a shame when the pollen falls off their legs and drops in here. All that work, you know, seems for naught, but not too much, so that's good. Most of it's getting into the hive. We've got one hive beetle here, and he looks dead, And he is. And that's all I see is maybe another hive beetle over there, but that's about it. Once I did away with the hive beetles, I haven't had hardly any. See, like in here, you see 1, 2, maybe one right there, maybe one right there, but that's about it. Got a yellow jacket in here. He can stay buried. This one looks good. And this one looks fine too. There's a wax moth right here. We're going to make sure that we kill it, because we don't want him flying anywhere. It looks like a bee got up in here. Feel sorry for him, but may she rest in peace. Not sure what that is. It looks like maybe a wax moth larvae, but it's dead. So, you know, nothing seems to live in this diatomaceous earth, which is one reason why I love it, because it just absolutely kills everything. But the bees don't hardly ever get up in there, very rarely, so I don't even have to worry about it killing my bees. But it kills the wax moth larvae, the small hive beetles, small hive beetle larvae. So, and it drops right in there. So that's good. That's one reason why I love these Apimaye hives. These things absolutely give you everything that you need for a hive, as opposed to buying even a starter hive, a starter wooden hive. You know, you get the bottom board, you get maybe 2 brood boxes. They may or may not give you frames, which you have to purchase. And they give you a telescoping top. And then you have to buy feeders if you want to get pollen. You have to buy a pollen trap. These Apimaye hives absolutely give you everything that you need for a starter hive, and the price is very good too. So you can see all of my hives are Apimaye in some way. Like this hive here has an Apimaye bottom board, and it's got an Apimaye top, but it still came with everything else that I needed. It's got a pollen trap, pollen tray, and the entrances it gives, as you can see, these entrances, they're already mouse guarded. No mice can fit in those entrances there. If you buy a wooden one, you have to buy a mouse guard to put on there to keep mice from going in there in the wintertime. So you can see how Apimaye has really thought of everything that you need for a hive. And you know, I could keep this open, or if I want, And I'm not saying it's not going to be stuck every once in a while, because they do purplize things. You see where my hive tool went. Let's give it a whack with my hive tool. Loosen it up. I can turn it so that they can't get out, but they can still get air through there. Or I could turn it so that just the bees and not the queen can get out. So right now I'm just going to leave this one like this. I'll keep this one fully open, and these, they're doing nice, and I'll help out these yellow jackets by killing them. That's what they deserve. So, and as you can see on here, you can see that the bees are pulling out anything that's dead inside the hive, and they'll leave it on the landing board for a little while, and then they'll come out and they'll clean off the landing board, which is absolutely cool to watch. So and I will clean these landing boards. That's just dirt, no big deal. It'll come off with a little water. I use a little bit of hot water to get it off. But I'll wait until it's nice and cold and the bees are inside, and I'll come out and I'll clean off all these landings for them, so that when they do come out, it'll be all nice and clean. No soap of any kind, no